All right. It's our favorite day of the week, Tuesday. The dumping ground is here. We're doing our thing as we always do on Tuesday, and we're super excited because we always have a remarkable guest that shares the platform with us, and we're just super excited that they're here. Also, we want to start off by saying thank you for each and every person who follows us, who likes, subscribe, all those amazing new words that we get used to saying every episode. We appreciate you following us, checking us out, hitting like, all those different things. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We appreciate you so kindly. We could not do this without you, right? As you guys know, our 2024 goal is everybody can be great because anybody can serve. That's our Dr. Martin Luther King. We can serve. You can do something great. Just serve. Help people. Be a helper. Help push somebody to the next level. Don't be a gatekeeper. I can't. I won't. Like saying you don't want to give everybody your secret sauce. It's okay, but you still can help that person if they're in your same field, they're not in competition. We're not again, blase, blase, blase. Don't be a gatekeeper. Sorry, I don't know where that came from today, but that's how I felt today. Right? We're always talking about celebrating your wins. We're always out here. You see me posting people I know, my circle of influence, everybody that I talk to. I'm always cheering you on to celebrate your wins, small wins, big wins. It's up to you. It's your win, right? So we're always pushing, celebrate your wins. And of course, today wouldn't be any other day for Tuesday that we have our special guest. And this special guest, so dope, right? He's doing some amazing things and he's got coaching, podcast, author. I'm just throwing author out there because if you hadn't started authoring, you about to start authoring, friend. For some reason, author keeps popping up. Author. So if you ain't wrote a book yet, it's coming to you. You need to start getting your pen and paper down and start writing books. So I'm gonna let my guests introduce himself because he has his own YouTube channel, right? And I was like, this would be so dope, so cool to give him an opportunity as we collab, right? To give him an opportunity to introduce himself. So, special guest, introduce yourself.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. I really do appreciate it. So hello to everybody. I am Zakariya Frank, and there's two primary things that I do that I can introduce myself with. So one, as you see at the bottom corner of the screen here, I'm the CMO of BeatCancer.org. And BeatCancer.org, or formerly known as the Center for Advancement in Cancer Education, we're a 46-year-old nonprofit organization in the holistic cancer education space. So we've been educating people on holistic ways to prevent or heal their cancer for almost half a century now. We do so through a variety of programs such as free one-on-one counseling with our in-house naturopath. We have free group weekly calls where anyone can come on and Q&A with some of our in-house experts, myself, my business partner included. We have a variety of other free educational outlets such as social medias, etc. And then we also have a paid course that we do provide as well. We use the proceeds from that paid course to be able to fund the free programs. That course is a very in-depth educational dive into the types of content that we talk about. If someone takes it in its entirety, they then receive their certification as a holistic cancer coach. And we have hundreds of those all over the world, then going off as entrepreneurs or intrapreneurs, helping people in different capacities and different styles with their cancer. So that's one side of me. The other side of me, although not entirely separate, is I also run my own podcast and my own personal brand, like was referenced. It's called, I am known as Zak The Health King, and my podcast is called The Health King's Court, Ancient Wisdom, Modern Health. And in that podcast, I explore a variety of holistic health and wellness topics, whether that's physical health, mental health, emotional, spiritual, familial, children, seniors, anything in between and all the above. If it's in relation to living a healthy and fulfilled existence, I cover it, always with guest experts, and it's another wonderful educational outlet I have on the personal side of things as well.
So, Mr. Zak, have you ever written books yet? I'm sorry, for some reason that book thing is...
Nah, I don't know. I don't like books, Makesha. Books are slow. I like fast. I like speed, So I'll put out content verbally. Maybe someone else will write it down. I don't know,
Man, I think you got to write a book, friend.
There
Even if it's an
you go.
audible.
There you go. I mean, what is a podcast if not a spoken book, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But you got some wisdom, man. You got to share it. I mean, I understand the podcast world. I understand, all that good stuff, but I think it's the writing down your contents and wisdom, friend. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep talking about book for you today,
Yeah.
but I think that's another avenue you're going to tap into. But listen, friend, Zach, I can call you Zach because we already established that, right? That's what. So tell us a win. Tell us a win so we can celebrate you.
A win. There's so many to choose from. We don't have enough time for all of them.
Hey,
Okay.
well, tell us whatever you want us to,
um,
so we can pat you on your back while you in New Jersey out here throwing up the
yeah.
gang signs.
Sure. Well, I don't know about that,
No, no,
but
no, no, no. And wins,
yeah,
and
yeah.
wins.
A W.
Okay,
Throw up a W for win, right? But
absolutely.
here's a very interesting one, and it's a bit of an announcement and also a bit of a win. We got up. Me and my business partner got off a meeting recently, and we have actually decided to change everything in the organization. And we are actually going to completely overhaul and revamp and redo our educational platform. And this is actually a premiere of this information. I haven't even announced it publicly. But we're actually bringing a massive, massive upgrade to the course that we offer. And it's something that I'm very excited about because just when we thought we couldn't pack any more value into it, we are now just making it explode with value. So something coming soon is going to be a massive, massive upgrade to the course itself in the way that it operates and in the way the community operates. So that's a huge win. I don't want to give away too much,
Of
but
course not.
yeah, there's some really cool stuff coming to BeatCancer.
That is so cool because when, like you say, your organization been around for 100 years, right?
46, 46.
46,
Yeah,
almost 50 years.
yeah,
And it's hard to reinvent something that's been around that long, but you guys are so that is amazing that you are always going up to the next level and not get content in where you are. And that is so dope, man. I'm super rooting for you guys to
yeah.
just
There's a lot of work ahead of us to make these changes happen, but I'm super excited about it, and I'll be here working diligently. So will Carl, my business partner, and we're just really, really grinding it out to get this done ASAP and release it to the world.
that is so cool, man. So I'm rooting you on. Make sure you keep me posted so I can share across the world, all of everywhere I'm posting your content, so we can support each other, man. That is gonna be freaking phenomenal. So, how did you get involved with beatcancer.com.org? I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. So it's the power of networking. Honestly, the power of networking, and it's you're the sum of the five people that you surround yourself with. You can't expect to be around a bunch of bozos and do well in life, right? You have to put yourself in positions and in rooms with people that you want to be like or be around and kind of shape your life with. And so I go to networking events that I believe high caliber men will be at, and happened to meet my business partner. It was just a casual kind of hangout, nothing like wasn't this big thing. It was only maybe 7, 8 people that showed up this night, and we just got to chatting, and he said what he did. So it's funny. Here's the story. So he introduced himself, and he was a very esteemed looking gentleman right away. So I, highly respected him, just how he visually appeared. And he introduced himself. I said hello. He's like, so I'm involved with this charity organization. We talk about holistic, cancer, blah blah blah. And right off the bat, I say, oh, so do you talk about? And I just listed off like several different things that I knew were good for cancer holistically. I was like, oh, or do you talk about these kind of things? And listed off other like avenues of holistic cancer healing. And he just looks at me and he's like taken aback. He's like, yeah, how do you know this? And how did I know it? Well, I've just been researching holistic health and wellness for my own sake and for my family's sake, and just to help myself and the people around me out for several years now and accrued quite a wealth of knowledge. And so instantly the connection was made. And then throughout the night, we just grew closer, and it was just a vibe. It was just a good vibe. And it just so happened to be a time where he was looking for someone to partner up with, and I was looking for someone to dive into. And so
Man,
since then, we've just grown closer and grown tighter, and then I jumped on board, and that's how the story goes. It's the power of networking, and then the power of showing up, being authentic, and connecting with people that match your vibe.
so you said two things. First, showing up, right? That is a major showing up and networking. Networking is the next currency. I mean, think about it. That's how we met, right? I connected, I
Yeah.
posted, and you were timely. You were the first person that hit you were the first person that hit me up. And it was just immediately when I talked to you, like I said, I checked your stuff out. I was like, okay, I see where you're going. I see what's going on. And it's pretty amazing that holistic is something that my family, my nephew, he's a trainer. And every day when I'm walking downstairs, he's looking up something on TikTok about holistic herbs and all this different, and he's always sharing because that's something that our family is leaning into because of hereditary things that comes in hereditary things, right? With all the diseases and stuff. We're like, that ain't coming over here. So, but in the process of saying that ain't coming over here, what are you doing to prohibit that bloodline from transmitting over to you? Are you still eating pork? Right? We already
Exactly.
know the thing about pork. Okay, I'm sorry, but as I shout out to pork people. God bless you. I'm sorry, but go do your research about certain things that we put into our bodies that is not really designed for our body to ingest. You know what I'm saying? And that's, to me, that's just one thing that is not meant for us to take because how they eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
well, you bring up several good points that I want to touch upon. You really brought up an important scientific discussion. And, Makesha, I'm not a nerd, right?
um,
I don't like to dive, science, 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 right?
yeah,
And that's a whole conversation.
yeah.
But there is a lot of course, good science, right?
Hmm.
And there's a science that's not talked about enough.
Hmm.
Everybody's heard of genetics,
Hmm.
but everyone talks about genetics and misses perhaps the more important side of the equation in epigenetics.
Hmm.
So, if you're not familiar with the term, epigenetics is the study on how our lifestyle choices and how what we interact with in our lifetime and put our bodies through can actually change our genes. So
Hmm.
what's the use case of that? Well, a lot of things get chalked up to hereditary or genetics. Oh, like you just said, oh, this disease runs in my family, or we have this hereditary, this, that, the other. And it's such an unfortunate and disempowering mindset and mind structure to operate within because it leaves you feeling like you don't matter and what you do in your life and your choices don't matter when that couldn't be farther from the truth.
Hmm.
I don't care what genes you were born with and what diseases run in your family. If you make the right choices, you will not see those same ailments and diseases because genes might run in families and be passed down, but most of the time, so do lifestyle choices. And that's why most people suffer the same fate as their other family members. But when you break the cycle of bad behavior or unhealthy behavior, you break the cycle of sickness and disease, you heal your DNA at that inner level, and then you pass on healed DNA to the next generation. It's
Ooh, wee. You're speaking my language.
yeah,
I love it. I love it so much. So, so it's so cool. So you got into this through network, and you got into this by showing up.
yeah,
So, how would you encourage some young person, or like I was saying, my nephew, he's into fitness and health, and he's taking all these certifications too. to be the best next like weightlifter guy. I don't even know what you call those people. Gym buff maybe. And but along with that, he wants to teach you how nutritionist, how to teach you how to eat and teach you how to maintain and all that stuff. What would you say to someone who's wanting to tap into that? How would you
Like
encourage them?
someone who wants to tap into networking.
No. How would you encourage someone to tap into what basically what you did? You showed up to your
Oh,
event, right? And you network. Yeah. So
yeah.
and they're looking to get into holistic care, like and teaching the next
Got it.
generation to be holistic.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So to clarify, the networking event that I went to had nothing to do with holistic health. It had nothing to do with holistic health. It was just a general men's you know men's networking group, professional men's whatever.
Mhm.
So even that right there, finding diverse people to chat with, or diverse crowds, you never know who's going to be in that crowd.
Mhm.
And so for someone that wants to get into holistic business particularly, I don't know if I guess just learn, study, figure out an idea of where you want to get to,
Mhm.
and then find your tribe from there, because there's different vibes out there. There's different vibes and there's different tribes, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And so I think the first step for anyone is to figure out what their desired end goal or end point is. And then only then can they figure out, I should align with these kind of people. Where are those people? Then go there. So it's going to be different depending on what exactly it is that you want to do.
Good. I like that. So for me, um like we were talking about in the green room in regards to when I was telling you one of my friends, she got in remission, and she had to go through 9 months of the radiation and the chemo of the norm and all that stuff. And I'm definitely going to share your information, your organization information with her, because, like I was telling you, the doctor told her when they told her you were in remission that she only had 3% chance to survive this type of cancer that she had. And I like that your organization is teaching cancer. First of all, I know when she received that information, it was devastating for her because she was in the gym, she was healthy. Her fiance runs triathlons like over, like they, you know what I'm saying, and she helps assist him, trains him. So it was devastating for her mind to even compute. What do you mean I have cancer? You know what I'm saying? So I think you're even becoming a coach, right, to help someone else to go through your program, to help someone else who received that type of devastation at that moment, how to navigate, how to be able to function in that type of news that you get when you go to the doctor. You're 100% healthy one day, and the next day it's like, this is your plan that you have to go through to get rid of this rare cancer.
Mhm.
Do you have any? I know you have. I saw your success stories with some of your coaches online. Um, so, do you have another something recent with your coaches about going through this your program and all that stuff? Their testimony, because I saw some of that was pretty freaking amazing.
Yeah. So if you don't mind, I want to back up a little bit before we get too far off that point, so our viewers can get the maximum value of what we were
Yes.
previously talking about. On the point of showing up, and how to get to where you need to be, and where you deserve to be, and whatnot in these networking events, anything. Like I said, I showed up to this particular event, and this particular gentleman that became my business partner just so happened to be there.
Hmm.
But I had been showing up to similar events for months, and wonderful people were there, and I did make friends, or other connections. But I think it's important to not go into anything with a quick fix mentality and think, yes, I'm going to go to this one event and this will change my life.
Mhm.
Like we said, you have to show up. You have to keep showing up, and you have to be patient, and you have to do the work of being there. And being there might not net you anything this time or this time or this time, but it might be that sixth time or even beyond that. But if you don't go, it definitely won't net anything. So I just wanted to make that clear, because it's not a story of like, yes, magically I just went to one thing and then it all worked out. No, I extended myself, I extended
Mhm.
my finances to go and travel to these things, I extended my time and energy and all these things. It's work. I don't want anyone to think that anything that just comes easy. So I just wanted to put that out there. In regards to success stories, there's so many. We were like a constant revolving door of
Mhm.
of success stories. Yeah, we have hundreds of coaches all over the world
Yes.
doing awesome things, let alone our in-house counselor who's always working with people. And several of our coaches do share some different success stories, but of course, because it's this is a medical thing and people's medical information, coaches don't necessarily always publicly talk about their individual clients' wins,
Mhm.
but yeah, there's certainly a constant revolving door. And then there are certain case studies that we teach in our educational program that we got, of course, consent from those people
Mhm.
by our founder, because our founder was actually in the field herself for quite a bit of time. And so she has some awesome success stories that we do talk about. But as far as recent ones, I don't have any necessary details of something from right now.
Yeah, it's cool. I know they can go onto your website. I saw the stories that you had the consent to write. I saw those on there. It was pretty amazing. So this is my question for you. Like, I know you guys have your Facebook group, and with the Facebook group, it's Beat Cancer. What it says, Beat. I just had it.
Yeah, so the group is called Ask a Holistic Cancer Coach.
Yes. Be okay. Ask the holistic, and anyone can join that group.
Yep, that is a public group. That is a public group, and anyone can join. And that's an introductory way that someone could get involved in our organization. It's beatcancer.org colon ask a holistic cancer coach. And the purpose of that group is to Q&A and put questions out there. And you got to be careful, though, because, of course, anyone is able to comment. So
Mhm.
other members, general members can comment. But make sure that you look out for when someone's giving an answer. You want to really pay attention to those who have the moderator badge, because those will be our certified coaches.
Got
And
you.
so we try to admin it. Of course, we get spam in there too,
Of
but
course.
yeah, we keep it real clean in there. And so yeah, we're always sharing different resources in there. It's not just strict Q&A. We share nice, helpful links. So that's a great point of contact for our organization. But another one is our weekly calls, and
Mm.
that's really where it gets exciting, because it's a more intimate level of getting involved. That's again totally free and totally low pressure. So 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Thursday, we host a weekly video call where anyone can call in. You don't have to be on camera. You can just do audio. You don't even have to speak. You can just listen if you'd like. But it's an open forum Q&A, and you can get your questions answered, whether you're a patient yourself, know someone that is, are just interested in the type of stuff that we learn, and you want to chat with a coach. I'm on there. My business partner's on there. Several of our cancer coaches, whoever's available, hop on, and we'll chat about different topics. You don't even necessarily have to have a particular question. If you want to share a win or just share a part of your journey that you're in, it's really a community aspect and a community feel, because that's super important, right? Cancer can very much feel like a lonely thing to go through. It can feel very isolated when someone's going through cancer. And a lot of that can be a feeling of self isolation out of self protection. Because when
Mhm.
someone comes down with a diagnosis, what happens? If you start telling people around you, you're
Yeah.
getting everyone's emotions,
Yeah.
you're getting everyone's suggestions, whether they have a clue or not. Everyone thinks, they know something.
Yeah.
They just start, your cousin will tell you this, your auntie will tell you this, your doctor's telling you this. Your
Right.
intuition inside is trying to tell you one thing, but it's getting all clouded, all this noise, all this emotion. And that can make you feel really alone, even though the people around you have good intentions. So joining a community that's super chill, but also super helpful, like this, specifically with the mission and intention and the know-how to navigate cancer in a holistic way, it can really have people find the tribe that they need at that time.
And I like that you keep saying tribe because you that community thing like, you cannot do life alone even without without any disease or anything. You need people, you need someone to help do life with. And it's so cool that you guys have these safe space where people can land and feel free to talk and be able to connect and not feel alone and no pressure, right? Because the world itself is a lot of pressure, right? And just have a place where you can, I don't have to be on camera today. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? I could just listen today. Or one day I could just be motor mouth Pakisha and just talk
Yeah.
everything, you know
Oh,
what I'm
exactly. And it's super low key. Like there's no commitment to those
saying?
calls. You don't have to like sign up to a list or anything. You just show up. We'll get you the info on how to show up. If you show up, you show up. If not, no worries. We're not. It's like a come and go as you please. You don't have to be there the whole time. It's super low pressure, low key, zero cost. Again, that's a totally free incentive that we run. And yeah, it's just for the sake of the community and the sake of getting questions answered. If you happen to like a coach that answers a question there, and it's another great way to face or at least screen to screen meet some of our coaches
Yep.
who are very active, and then several people just like what they say and then end up hiring those coaches. Again, it's not a sales call. It's just something that naturally happens, of course, because those experts are there and then available for personal help as well beyond the call. But yeah.
I like that. I like the community. I like the opportunity to connect. This just pretty cool, man. Shifting gears.
Yeah.
You have your YouTube channel. When do you post on your channel?
As frequently as I can. So
Ooh.
I'm a one man show.
Oh.
I am the scheduler, the booker, the networker, the recorder, the publisher, the editor, and all these things. And that's not a complaint. It's just that I also only have 24 hours in the day, plus the cancer organization. I fit it in when I can. So
Yes.
I get episodes out as quickly as I can. I try to schedule my workload a bit so that I could have a more editing and publishing heavy week, and then more meeting centric weeks, and I alternate those. So some weeks I get 4 episodes out. Some weeks I get 0 to 1 out. So you just got to subscribe and get them when you can, because I'll get them as
I,
fast as I can.
I'm subscribed. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm excited because I can see the joy of it. Like, and it's like your outlet where you can just, you know, bring your own A game and all that stuff too, and have guests and different things like that too. So do you like do you edit and all that stuff, or is it live, or how is it how do
No,
you?
I don't do them live. I do pre-record them, and so I don't do editing for the sake of like Xing stuff out, whatever. I will clean up some of them for YouTube, because YouTube gets very sensitive about certain topics, and I dive really into the raw, honest truth of certain topics that YouTube might not like. That's okay. So I'll do those kind of edits. I'll do my nice intro, my outro, and just edit it for quality and professionalism. But other than that, it's just full, raw, honest conversations about topics. I do long form discussions because I'm talking about important things. And for important things, it takes time to really allow an audience member to come away with a true comprehension and true value and actionables that they can implement to improve their life. So, yeah, I record them as quickly as I can. I publish them as quickly as I can. Right now, my queue of recorded episodes that need to be edited and published is I have 20 already. So, and then that's not including the several I'm recording more this week. So I just do it as fast as possible.
And how long are your shows?
I do a baseline of an hour and a half. Sometimes they're longer. The longest one was 2.5 hours, I think.
You're not playing no games, Zach.
I'm not playing no games. You see dice, you see cards, Makesha. I don't see any cards or jacks or dice. I'm not playing games here.
You don't play no games. You coming in hot like sizzling fajitas.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, this has been so cool, man. Like, okay, so tell everybody how they could connect with you and your organization, your podcast, all that stuff. Do you guys take volunteers also too to help you guys with your nonprofit? Like, can you have volunteers to help you? Like, I don't know how, but I know like some nonprofits like we need volunteers to kind of for events or something like
Yeah,
that.
we've had a handful of lovely volunteers over the years, of course. We're really trying to develop very efficient and just sustainable things. So, unfortunately, with volunteers, if we get them to handle certain tasks, like, hey, volunteer, can you run this Instagram? They'll do it for a little bit and then they move on to something else. And then we have like a dead Instagram page that nobody's on and we don't know the login and stuff. So, by all means, if anyone is interested in helping out, I'm sure we could find something to do. And if you have a particular skill that you think could be helpful to us in some sort of way, by all means, we're always open to collaboration. I'll never say no to hearing out what someone has to say in any capacity. So if someone is wishing to get involved at all or learn more at all about beatcancer.org, you can personally email me. I put my personal, business email out there for any inquiries, whether it's pointing you to which free resource is the best for you. Because again, I'm not here to necessarily sell anyone anything. But also, if you do wish to take our course and get that deep dive in like that, you could also inquire there at my email address. That's zfrank at beatcancer.org. That's ZFRANK at beatcancer.org. If you'd like to check out my podcast on the personal side of things, you can go to it most easily by going to Zak The Health King .com. That's ZAK, thehealthking.com. If you misspell Zach, it'll still bring you where you need to be. And you can check out the podcast on your favorite platform from there. It has links to the Audible, the Rumble, YouTube, Spotify, all the above. All my socials for the personal brand are on there where I clip up the podcast and, put the little snippets out. Or if you're interested in being a guest or inquiring on the podcast side of things, my email address for that is zakthehealthking at gmail.com. Again, that's ZAK, the Health King at gmail.com.
Zach the Health King, boy. Do you have a crown? Do you have a crown? When like
Got the castle, I got the crown. I
hey,
got all that.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. So let's do it. Right? It doesn't take much for me. But man, this has been so cool, man. I am excited again for your win, for you guys to revamp your programming. That, like you said, takes hard work, but I'm sure you guys gonna reap the benefits and the rewards from the hard work that you put into this. Make sure you let us know. Let me know so I can splatter it everywhere. Let's stay in touch. Again, you can come back in 9 months, and by that time, you guys gonna have these people up and rolling on this new systematic
Yeah.
platform and all these new certifications and stuff
Yeah.
that you
And
want.
I'll tell your audience, once where this whole restructure is launched, prices are going up. So if you are interested in getting involved, of course you will still get the new stuff later, but you'll be grandfathered in at the old price. I do recommend acting fast. You can email me. I'll even send you a discount code for hearing about it through this show. But I do recommend acting with speed if you wish to get in at the current pricing because it's going to go up because we've been getting feedback for years that we're not charging enough. And through this restructure, it's just going to be insane not to charge what it's actually worth, is the honest truth of it. So if you are interested in getting involved at all, I do recommend acting fast.
What did Fat Joe says yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah, yeah.
you better jump on it, right?
Yeah.
But he's already told you. So I'm so excited for you guys. I'm super excited for your adventures and your new endeavors that you guys are gonna do. please do let us know how we can help, assist. You need me to run it on my page, whatever you need me to do, just know we're here to help, to collaborate, to network, all the things that you we need, right? Especially being a nonprofit, we know budgets for nonprofits, right? And
Existent is what it is.
right.
Yeah.
So trust me, we understand it. And like you said, for your YouTube show, I am a one woman show, but my daughter helps me. I'm asking her stuff like, hey, could you do X, Y, and Z? She would do and all that stuff. But that solopreneurship is real in these streets. So I totally understand. And I just look forward to keep seeing you growing and developing, and beatcancer.org, more coaches, more knowledge and network, and more opportunities for us to heal naturally versus running to our amazing doctors who say, hey, you could have 9 months of radiation, which we're not knocking medicine, but you know what I'm saying. We can do our part, right? And like you said, choose um, our lifestyle, right? Plays a major part in it, and we can do better with that and knowledge, because knowledge is power, but the applied knowledge is even powerful, right? So I'm excited for you, man. I'm excited for you to see you in 9 months, to see your beard growing, and you can come back and say, look, Makisha, look at this beard on top of all this other stuff. We have 500 more coaches that went through this. See how I'm putting your numbers out there? 500 more coaches who just went through this new upgrade ramp up with us. So I'm just excited for you. And you doing this Audible book. I'm just
Yeah, maybe one day, maybe one day.
everyone.
I'll
Hey,
put you in the footnotes then.
oh, she kept saying, write the book.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to say to everyone?
Yeah, anything else I want to say? There's always something to say, right? But I guess a closing message is that this life is what you make of it. And I'll always say the word empowerment, because too many people are living and feeling and experiencing the results of being systematically disempowered. And it all starts from within. It all starts from within here and within here. And when you adopt an empowered mindset and understand that everything in your life is a result of your choices, it's scary. But on the other side of that scary realization is the realization that you can do anything and you can change your circumstances. And only through believing that can you ever achieve that. And that's why it's important to continually improve yourself, continually educate yourself, surround yourself with those only that themselves empower themselves and those around them, because your results will be in accordance to whatever you're doing in life.
The Health King has spoken. Listen, thank you so much. Again, we would touch bases with you in 9 months to see the growth and all that stuff. Have you on a panel so you can come back and kick this wisdom that you have, so everybody else can grow and make choices and learn how to renew their minds, right? Because it starts here, right? And then when it starts here, it connect here. So I'm just excited to have you on our show tonight. I'm excited to have you in my network now. Like,
Yeah.
when I come to New Jersey, because I'm trying to get to New York, right? I need to make sure everything is good with you guys and your organization, man. So just keep us updated. And it was so fun to have you. I'm gonna make sure I like I said, once everything is up and running with your new platform and your new coaching um program, let us know so we can make sure we support you guys.
Love to, love to. Thank you very much. We always welcome anyone spreading the word, because we are here to just help as many people as we can. There's too much needless suffering in the world, and it doesn't have to be that way. A reminder to everyone that beatcancer.org is a nonprofit. Every bit of the proceeds from selling the course, or when people buy the course, goes back to allowing us to do what we do in running the free programs as well. So, you know, it's a win-win-win all around. Buy the course.
It's a win-win-win all around.
Yeah,
Free, 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 free. I like that. But also the like I said, the nonprofit piece, people have to realize that it takes people, to make this thing work.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It takes people and bodies. So I'm excited for you and your partner. And again, I look forward to continue to network and continue to see your growth. I'm following you on your socials. I'm stalking you. So if you need anything, please shout out to us and whatever we could do, help subscribe, follow, all these different things. We will be here to support this cause because we know what you guys are trying to do and we're trying to beat cancer. So, and I know a lot of people who've like felt along in different places when they got that diagnosis. So
Yeah.
thank you for having the communities. Thank you for having the Facebook group, a place where a safe place they can land, and just, thank you guys so much for caring and putting action behind the care. I mean, so that's a lot. So
Absolutely.
thank you for your sacrifice because it's a major sacrifice. So
We're here to serve. My heart wouldn't feel right if I was not doing something such as this. So, is it maybe even selfish? I don't know.
it's okay. We'll take it.
Thank you. But my inbox is open anytime. I would be happy to chat with you personally or anyone in your audience at any time to get them the help that they need or collaborate in any way. We're here
Yeah.
to connect with good people and make good things happen.
Good things happen. So, Health King, let's get this party started. All right. Well, thank you so much again, Zach. We appreciate you. And we look forward to chatting with you in 9 months and look forward to seeing how this new course is going to take ground running like the road runner, right? Like that's what I see you do.
Yeah,
And I just much success in your endeavors and look forward to chatting with you soon.
yeah, anytime. Anytime. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Zach. Have an amazing day. Happy
You as well.
Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Uh,